with a different lesson, but that provides an opportunity in and of itself to try a new category today. So, last time we were talking about MUFAs. I'm hoping the cars outside are not coming through. But yeah, last time we were talking about MUFAs. Trying to remember to slow down like I said I would. But yeah, after that, the lesson was short. The next lesson I was going to do was short, but there was a lot of background sound that I think I got rid of this time, but I'm not entirely positive. And this lesson also looks short, but there's a lot of review questions that I have because it's been a while since I've touched this category, and I figured worst case scenario, I get it alright. Best case scenario, well, best case for you guys, you get to see me get things wrong, you know, and then everybody knows what it's like, you know. But yeah, so this one is on the science of sleep. In the short lesson, by the way, was basically just on ways to choose better fats with your meals and how to get them. And what it essentially boiled down to was having more salmon, avocado, chia seeds, and one other thing in your diet that I can't quite remember at the moment. But yeah, okay, so today's lesson is on the science of sleep. Okay, so today's lesson is on the science of sleep. Why are there so many loud sounds right now? I should have closed my windows. Today's lesson is on the science of sleep, optimizing sleep schedules. I'm going to go close those windows. I will be back. Now I'm back. It's like the temperature just instantly rose in here. But yeah, optimizing sleep schedules. I should have caught my breath before I started this. Okay. Maintaining a consistent sleep schedule is the most important factor for quality sleep. Going to bed and waking up at the same time each day helps our bodies adjust to a regular routine, allowing us to fall asleep more easily and wake up feeling refreshed. This also helps regulate both melatonin and cortisol production. It can be difficult to stick to a consistent sleep schedule when traveling or working late, but there are ways of mitigating these disruptions. I should have taken that second to catch my breath. Alright, now I got it. Gradually adjusting your bedtime before traveling can help reduce jet lag symptoms, while taking melatonin supplements may be beneficial for those who have difficulty falling asleep. Additionally, because blue light from devices suppresses our body's creation of melatonin, avoiding screens 1 hour before bed can help our body maintain a sleep schedule and avoid daytime drowsiness. What two hormones are regulated by having a consistent sleep schedule? And the answer to that one was melatonin and cortisol. How do I never remember to turn my volume down? Every single time. Resetting your circadian rhythms is key to getting a good night's sleep. One way to do this is by exposing yourself to bright light during the day and avoiding it at night. This helps regulate melatonin production, allowing us to fall asleep more easily when it gets dark outside. And a good way to put this into practice, believe it or not, is to close your eyes and stop looking at the video right now. Just listen. You don't have to watch. Spending time outdoors in natural sunlight during the day and dimming the lights in our house towards nighttime can help keep our body's clock in sync with external cues. Another way of resetting our internal clock is through exercise and physical activity. Regular exercise has been shown to improve sleep quality, as well as increase alertness during the day and reduce fatigue levels overall. Exercise also increases endorphin levels, which can help us relax before bedtime, making it easier for us to drift off each night. Finally, eating a balanced diet rich in vitamins and minerals provides essential nutrients that support healthy brain function and promote restful sleep throughout the night. Exposing yourself to bright sunlight in the day will help to regulate your... I know this one. I want to say cortisol, but I'm going to hit tap to reveal, and that's not going to be it. I swore I turned the sound down, but no, it was melatonin. Now I've got a hit forgotten. It's going to show up at the end of the lesson. The future of circadian rhythm research is exciting, with new technologies being developed to better understand our body's natural clock. For example, researchers are exploring how light exposure affects melatonin production and impacts sleep quality. Wearable devices, like smartwatches, can now measure heart rate variability, which can be used to track changes in our internal clock. Additionally, scientists are developing artificial intelligence algorithms to predict when we will feel most alert or sleepy, based on our individual circadian rhythms. I feel like this is something that people should be hearing about. I don't know, you know what? If I go missing for saying this, just know, I feel like the only reason we're not hearing about this is because the government knows they're going to have to work around that. Because, imagine you found out, 80% of people get sleep out at 2 p.m., which, to be fair, if you work, you know, when you get that day off, that's around that time. But anyways, back to this. These advances have the potential to revolutionize how we approach sleep health by providing us with personalized insights into our unique patterns of rest and wakefulness. With further research, these tools can help identify underlying causes for disrupted circadian rhythms so that they can be addressed through lifestyle modifications or medical interventions. So the first review question is, what are the two most common circadian rhythm disorders, which I believe are advanced sleep phase syndrome and delayed sleep phase syndrome? And that was correct. How has modern life changed the way we interact with our environment? And the only two options are drastically and moderately. And of course, drastically is the answer. Technology has changed crazily, and even in with sleep. When you get tired, you can't just find a hammock in the woods to sleep in or a soft spot on the grass. You gotta wait 4 more hours for your work shift to end, or get yelled at if you're still in class, unless you're in college. is the term for a disruption to natural sleep-wake cycles caused by shifts in time zone. Pretty sure that's just jet lag. Yes. At what time of night do melatonin levels peak? Pretty sure that's 2 to 4 a.m. The other option is 4 to 6 a.m. It was 2 to 4, which makes sense because I feel like 4 to 6, especially in the summer, in the summer, the sun's getting ready to come up, so that's probably like also the prime. Like if you wake up during that time, you're not going back to sleep until later, kind of time of the morning. Which part of the brain is particularly sensitive to light and helps regulate hormones associated with sleep-wake cycles? The two options are the SCN in the hypothalamus and the PFC in the hypothalamus. And if you're wondering what those words are there, I feel like I'm about to say the wrong thing. I feel like analogies is not the word I'm looking for. But when they take the first letter of words to make them into one quick abbreviation. But yeah, I don't remember what they stand for. I do believe it was the SCN is what I'm going to go with. But honestly, I don't remember which one it is. It was the SCN. Traveling across multiple time zones can lead to jet lag and blank symptoms. I feel like it's just going to be the word associated. It was. Sometimes they do that. Instead of picking like the main focus of a sentence, they'll pick a different word. I don't know why. REM sleep helps with memory, blank, and emotional processing. I want to say problem solving. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It was. So, get better sleep. What is the name of the condition caused by traveling across multiple time zones in a short period of time? Again, jet lag. What type of work can disrupt natural sleep-wake cycles and lead to fatigue and difficulty concentrating? I do somewhat remember this one. The answer is just shift work, but it was basically how a lot of people have different, like the article was saying earlier, there are times where you're more awake or less awake, but when you work a shift at a job, you don't really have the option to go slower or faster or take a nap when you need to, especially if you're in like a food service, retail, anything where there's high demand time. You might feel tired and just want to relax and take it easy. I work at 4:30 and everybody's getting off of work coming in, and now you got 30 people in line with full carts that you gotta check out, But yeah. What are some methods for mitigating the effects of jet lag? The options are taking supplements to aid sleep or eating meals at different times each day. Of course, it's taking supplements. It's been so long since I've done this. The list of shields for the review questions is still outside of what my phone can see right now. Where in the brain is the small region of neurons located that helps us stay in sync with the daily routines and maintain regular sleeping patterns? I'm pretty sure that's the hypothalamus. It was. What is the term used to describe the process of adjusting your internal clock? The options are regulation or entrainment. Entrainment sounds fancy, but I'm going to go with regulation. No, it's adjusting, so I feel like entrainment might be better, but also I've never had to use entrainment in a sentence before, so I'm not too sure on what it means. Like, I get the gist of it based on the word, obviously. was entrainment. Of course. Which hormone is released when it gets darker outside, making us feel sleepy and ready for bedtime. And that one, of course, is melatonin. Which of these is developed as a baby? Circadian rhythms. And the only reason that I don't always say the options, unless I'm struggling with something, which is probably backwards because I should definitely avoid saying it on the ones that I struggle with, but it's because if you are like trying to learn anything from this, I don't want to give you like 4 things in your head, and then when you're trying to remember later, you end up remembering one of the different options instead of just what the answer was. But yeah, okay. Over the course of 8 hours of sleep, a person will typically experience how many sleep cycles? I don't remember this at all. I'm gonna go with 2 to 3, just because I know you're supposed to enter REM sleep a few times, and I'm pretty sure there's like, it's something like, it's hard to get into when you first go to sleep, but the longer you sleep, the more often you'll enter that period of REM sleep. And I can't remember if I think it gets shorter as you enter it more often too, though. I'm not positive, but I'm gonna go with 2 to 3. It was 4 to 5. My only worry right now is that I'm gonna get something wrong twice, and I'm hoping that's not the case. What kind of sleep has been linked to improved? Oh yeah, what kind of sleep has been linked to improved problem-solving abilities? That's REM sleep. What are bursts of electrical activity that occur during light sleep called? Sleep wave, sleep cycle, sleep pattern, sleep spindles. I'm gonna go with spindles because I think that's the answer. It was. What kind of wave activity has been linked with creativity and problem-solving abilities? I believe it was delta wave activity. Yes. Teenagers need more sleep than adults, of course, because they're still growing. Which makes you wonder, if REM is supposed to enhance your problem-solving abilities, why are we always so just naive and stupid as teens? Like, you might not be as dumb as some of the people who are around you, but there's just decisions that when you look back on it, it was obviously bad, like, even before you got to the result of it. Dang, I really do need a haircut. Alright. What is the name for the random muscle contractions that can occur when you drift off into deeper stages of sleep? Twitching. What type of sleep is associated with an increase in brain activity and rapid eye movement? And of course, that's REM sleep. We've got 4 questions left now. What kind of sleep is thought to help us process complex emotions? REM sleep. Exposing yourself to bright sunlight in the day will help to regulate your melatonin levels. We had this one earlier. The term used to describe the process of adjusting your internal clock. That was entrainment. A person will typically experience how many sleep cycles over 8 hours? That was 4 to 5. That's it. Yeah. And now they give you this little knowledge gain block at the. I'm so terrible with these backwards articles, but in the. I don't know if it'll be the same when the video. Oh my god! I don't know if it'll be the same when the video drops, but that blue one in the top left, right where all the yellow is, that blue one in the top left is the block that just got put in there. And then you also get these little grain stamps for your dailies. And yes, when this drops tomorrow night, hopefully, because I'm hoping to finish editing out the parts that I need to edit out. Mostly be running up to my window and stuff, but yeah, hopefully when I drop it tomorrow night, in case you saw, that did say Monday morning. It's 12:30, so when I wake up, I'll probably edit it before I go to work. But yeah, so that's it for today's episode. There's again, because there's like a lot of things on here, and yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, if there's any categories of like literally anything that you can think of that you want me to do next, feel free to let me know in the comments, I guess. There's really no other way on. But yeah, and it has a lot of things like, even when I was closing my phone just now, I seen that there was a section for menopause, which I feel like that's not something you would normally see in like a book, not a book, well, I mean, I guess technically that's true. But anyways, that's not something you would see on like a learning app. So it's nice that it really branches out into pretty much everything you can explore. And the app does also take suggestions for categories. I'm hoping that they eventually add a section for physical training, because they have a lot of stuff about dieting and nutrition and whatnot. Then of course other sciences and literature and philosophy and all that stuff too, but I wanted something like really specific for exercise science. But yeah, other than that, hopefully I'll upload this by Monday night. So see you then. And if you're still watching, I don't know, should I say sorry that I didn't put you to sleep?